I am Dungeon Master, your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
All right, welcome back, everyone. I am the Dungeon Master, and this is Dragons of Starfall. We rejoin the would-be heroes after they have parted ways with the bandits. Bandits, freedom fighters, rebels, call them what you will. It's all a matter of perspective. But regardless, having securely led them to their backup base, their Helm's Deep, if you will, the heroes have decided that perhaps staying with them and dying is not necessarily what they need to be doing right now, and that they would be better served by traveling back to Waterran and perhaps making contact with Lord Maxius, or even more optimally with Lady Belladonna right away, in order to um, find out just what's going on with her and helping the rebels and all of that. So they don't like long goodbyes, and gave the bandits a good Irish goodbye. We'll be back, maybe, and headed out. And so now we rejoin them. Their first night on the road. They are traveling in a southeasterly direction, away from the mountains and woods, and back towards the open plains. They come to rest at a small wooded uh, area that is not so densely forested that they cannot see anywhere around them. There is one large oak tree that they make camp near its base, as its leaves spread out, providing a natural canopy that shields them from the late summer rains that are falling across the plains, mainly. and and as they sit around the campfire, this is your guys' opportunity, and I want to stress opportunity, not forced. Chance to, do any in-game discussions of planning, role playing, plotting, scheming, all that stuff.
All that stuff.
All the fun stuff, yeah.
Hey, Logan, really good job at finding this place. I really like it.
I'm gonna send my familiar to fly around and keep watch.
Yeah, the Falcon, Hawk, Falcon,
Falcon.
Falcon. Sorry. The Falcon takes off into the air and flies low over the treetops, getting a good glimpse in between the leaves and branches at all of the trails. He spots a herd of pronghorned deer uh, running through a small what would the word be, like a glade, to where like there's a hill and some trees, but then there's a plains in the middle, kind of.
Sure, whatever that is.
Seems like a good spot then.
A clearing?
Yeah, clearing.
Nothing in
So,
particular.
no, nothing in particular happening here. But what I did want to say was, so we're gonna go into town, and I just want to be filled in of who's gonna talk to Lady Belladonna and what they're gonna say, or Lord Maxius, and like what we're gonna tell him.
Well, I'm of the opinion we go to Lady Bella. We try to make contact discreetly with Lady Belladonna. If things don't go well, we go to Lord Maxius and tell him that we've driven the rebels out of his region and to the north.
Yeah, which was our job, so we could just finish there, I guess. I don't know.
Whoa, you're gonna like tell them where they went? Like, I figured at the very least you'd give them some misinformation. Be like, yeah, they went
Yeah,
south.
I thought they knew. I thought they were tracking us the whole way there.
Well, yeah, I mean, they might already know, but you don't know if they know.
That's true. I
You're
mean,
in the
just
right
somewhere
place.
north. There's a lot of north.
There is a lot of north.
As far as I know, the only ones that actually knew that we were doing anything with the bandits or freedom fighters was the people that were killed.
Yeah,
Am
pretty
I correct
much.
in saying so?
believe that's-
The only thing you're forgetting is that there were some knights heading on the road north, that were, sort of tracking where all of your footprints were leading, plus the big elephant tracks.
Yeah, I wanted to suggest we just walk back the way we came, see if we can backtrack where the path that we took to bring these the women and children. I think we should backtrack that way. If we've left a trail or clues or anything behind. And if not, we can clean up our mess as we go.
Well,
I think we've actually we went way far away from that trail already. We're already southeast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, we can't go back there right
Well,
now.
I only said you guys went southeast because I figured you were taking the most direct route to Waterran. If you guys want to backtrack, like, in no way, shape, or form am I a railroad kind of DM where I'm like,
No.
this
That's
is
what we
where you
agreed on
have
last
to
time.
go.
Well, what I'm
We
concerned
agreed on
about
going
those-
southeast into a town.
I'm just concerned about those knights that you and Electo killed. That's the biggest mark
There
we
were
got
no-
to worry
Well,
about.
it's a little late to be concerned about them now. They're dead.
There were no there were no
Well, we're
survivors.
finally not on the run. We have a chance to plan and readjust to the situation. The last 24 hours, we were on the run. 48 hours. I
That's
don't even
true.
know
We
how
have
long
been
it
on the run for a while.
So now that we have a chance to rest, that's what my main concern is. Camp. Dragos and I didn't even get a chance to uh, stop in the camp. We were out, and that was
you
their
just
original
walked through.
camp. So I think we can go and see if there's anybody there, anybody left.
Yeah, maybe we can swing by. Just get a look. I'm not sure if it's a good idea because I'm sure there's guards posted everywhere around the road that they know where we went. So I don't I'm just kind of afraid. I think we should just play it safe and like don't look so obvious like we were with them. And then
Yeah, I mean they killed some of Big John's men there. There was a lot of fighting going on.
There was, yeah.
There might be wounded people there. There might be dead people there.
There could be.
Dead? They
They
take
could have
them.
turned it into a temporary camp, that they're holding for now. It'll take the Falcon a few more hours to make it there, but if you want the Falcon to fly that far, it can. It's fast.
yeah, that's true. You can just send the Falcon, give it a little look over.
Oh, and the Falcon had found some knights camped there before as well. Now that I say that, I remember that you guys had already seen that there were knights there just a day or two ago. So yeah.
How could taking a hurt peek?
Yeah.
I'll send the Falcon back.
How could taking a peek hurt? What did I just
Well,
say?
the Falcon could get shot, and then he'd have to resummon his familiar.
That's not a big deal to me. Yeah, I'll send the Falcon back to go take a look.
Okay. So you'll get that information in a few hours of game time, which, as we all know, could be anywhere from a few seconds to next week, depending on what happens.
All right. While we're waiting here, then, you guys happen to have any scrap metal you're not using? I want to make something while we're sitting.
Tusky's got a whole lot of metal on him.
Is it helping on that? You think?
Well,
Or
he's got metal caps on his tusks, and then he's got like a big metal silver like bracelet, anklet, around his hoof, and that's
Oh, nice.
that's what he was used to like hook a chain up to for when they'd chain him up.
Oh shit, that thing's still on him. Okay,
Yeah.
let's do that. I'll take that off.
Okay. Well, it's locked. Like they lock it on him.
Yeah, that's true. Can I try to break it?
You could. But like it'll be really hard to break it because it's a big ass band of metal. Like you might want to pick the lock instead.
Where's Arn? Arn, come get this thing off Tusky here. How did we not notice this earlier?
His mic's not working, he says. He's working on it.
Ah. Well, in the meantime, come silently break this lock off.
Well, I'll give it a shot, and then I mean, what's the worst I can do is hurt myself.
You might want to try picking it first though, because like I said, the lock is not like a padlock or something that you can easily break off. Sure. It's a solid piece of metal that has like interconnecting lock that binds one end of the metal loop to the other.
Okay, I'm gonna take a pieces of metal and like pins and nails that I might have.
If you're not able to get it off with my ring of spell weaving, do you think I could target the lock and not Tusky?
That's a tough call because like it talks about targets like kind of specifically, and so like to target something somebody is wearing, you're actually targeting them. You know?
Yeah, don't do it. Do it. You're too dangerous. You're too powerful. You'll blow me up.
Okay.
I mean, I like the thinking, and in fact, I'm going to give you a point of inspiration for having some out of the box thinking there. But rather than have you try it and then be like, oh, it didn't work, I am just gonna let you know that like my basic understanding of the rules is that in order to target somebody's sword, like you're actually making an attack roll against them, and then they would roll, the strength or dexterity or whatever roll for the item, So
yeah, Electro's too strong for that. Don't try it. You'll blow one of us up.
Yeah, I think.
Thanks for the inspiration.
I'll just kick it.
Yeah.
I'll kick it, and if that doesn't work, I'll try to get Arn over here.
Does anyone have a control water or make or destroy water spell?
Ooh, I get where he's going with this, I think.
Anybody have that ability?
I do not. I have Ice Knife, but I feel like that's a little overkill.
All right, Logan, as you attempt to work the lock, I assume that's what you're doing?
Yeah, I was just jabbing a nail and some bobby pins in
Yeah.
there. See what
And as you attempt to work it, unfortunately, you discover that the lock has a safety mechanism. It's not a trap, but basically what it does is if it is turned in the wrong manner, if it's not just the key that comes in and turns it, a little spring activates a locking plate mechanism that basically now it's double locked.
Double locked.
Oh,
Yeah.
great! Now I broke it. Now can we get it off you? Someone?
Okay, what can I do? How can I help Tusk now that I'm back?
You can cut off his hoof.
All right, bring
No,
it here,
no,
Tusky.
no. That
Well,
won't.
that escalated quickly.
Well,
Arn's back.
you can try to break the metal, band, but you got to understand that there's a risk of hurting Tusky because this is like a bracelet for somebody on house arrest, like it's locked on there and it's got devices to keep it from being taken off because this is the official, like, I own this elephant and can keep it chained up in my elephant stable.
Does Electo
I'm
know
of-
anything about elephants because he used to raise the elephants? Does he know any tricks? Maybe a history check or something that he can do? Maybe something he remembers from being a child?
Yeah,
Trick,
you kick
tricks
it. Just
that
kick it off.
tricks that the
That would-
elephant knows, or you mean
Oh.
tricks for getting the band off?
No, because my parents were elephant keeper slaves, so maybe I might, if I really think about it, try to remember any tricks for getting it off.
Yeah. Why don't you
You
go
can't
ahead
get
and
it off. I
roll?
broke it. Broke it now.
Why don't you go ahead and try to roll a history check with advantage? I'm so glad I said that before it rolled.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have
You-
seemed like I was
Great.
giving you favoritism. Okay, so luckily the difficulty class was only a 7. To remember that you have a generic skeleton key for opening all of the animals' locks on you. You kept it in your keepsake box of like childhood memories.
Convenient.
I was just gonna say that exact same thing, and I whip it out of my bag, and I'm like, "Let's try this."
So using the key, first you reset the safety lock, which is kind of like a pair of handcuffs where you got to like use an end of the key to push in a button, and then you can lift up the safety device and go in for the actual keyhole. And then now that you got the keyhole, obviously you know to twist it one full turn to the left and then 3/4 of a turn to the right, and then it unlocks and you now have a large silver ordained bracelet for the elephant, and on the inside you see the name of Commander Euphidian, and this is a very famous. Basically, he was like a scout sniper type of unit, to where he would go out and eliminate enemy units using ranged attackers. He has a division of crossbowmen and a war wizard who flies in on a Lamasu. Oh, I think no, Is it Lamasu? The lion with the eagle wings? Yeah,
I believe
Lamasu.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, now I always get it confused with the Lamia, which is a lion with a female like
Oh,
centaur
yeah, that's what I was
body.
thinking of. Right.
Yeah,
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 you're
yeah.
right.
So the Lamasu is like a lion with eagle wings. And so he's got a war wizard that flies around on a Lamasu to support him and his elite sniper crossbowmen. And he is known as the King Scorpion.
That's not that cool. I do that too. Just kidding.
You're like, yeah, but I got his elephant. So now who's the king?
Hey Tusky, do you miss your owner?
Homer can
Tusky,
talk to him.
Tusky.
You can talk to the elephant.
Yeah, I just talked.
Oh wait, yeah, yeah. I forgot you're not the druid anymore.
No, I'm just messing around. It's Arn. I'm just
Yeah. Oh, you're Arn. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was the druid
just
talking
joking.
for a second, and then I'm like, wait, there isn't a druid anymore.
Can you nod his head? Nod his head. He understands us.
Yeah, he shudders.
You don't like him?
He just kind of reaches into your pocket for a piece of fruit.
Well, I don't got any fruit, but from your body language, I'm gleaming that you don't want to go back to that guy.
He looks around for Electo to see if he's got some fruit.
Always dried apricots.
Tusky grabs one and shoves it into his mouth. You
Well,
got
at
him.
least I have this. I got the medal from it.
You got him stress eating. He's like, oh God, don't remind me of that asshole.
Bad breakup.
What are
Tu-
you gonna make, Logan? Oh,
oh, I'm sorry. Tusky's a nice elephant. He didn't like all the like killing.
Oh, I don't know. I probably felt good that one time. Remember those guys who shot you with the crossbow? They deserved it.
He just stomped on him, ran him over.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
So it's getting pretty late, you guys. You know, if you want to get your full rest and everything, it's probably time to start discussing watch duties and what have you.
I have a plan. Oh, poo. Hold on.
Is it alarm?
Don't you have the tent?
I have Lehman's tiny hut, but I think I swapped out alarm, so I don't have that one. So I can do Lehman's tiny hut for us to be able to get in there, so we can see out of it. Let me see. Okay. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. Blah blah blah. The dome is opaque from the outside of any color you choose, but it is transparent from the inside.
That's pretty cool.
I should have
You
kept
stay in
alarm too, so then we could have an alarm for if somebody gets into our area.
No, the hut's pretty cool. You don't need to waste your magic energy on an alarm spell. We got birds, and I think there's a dog around here for that.
No dog.
I can take watch for the first little bit because remember I'm an elf, so I don't need to sleep as much as you guys.
That's true. What, you 4 hours, right? Oh no, you didn't need to sleep. I think you just meditate.
Yeah, it's a deep meditation, but it's only for 4 hours.
Once I make Lehman's tiny hut, I can't leave it or it will be dispelled.
Can you? I'm not sure. I think we should just all sit in the hut and then wake up in the morning. But I mean, I'm just kind of scared of something surrounding us, and then we can't do anything.
When my familiar gets
Yeah,
back,
okay. There's windows.
Oh
when the
yeah,
familiar
Yeah, your familiar. Now you can see that it is over the camp, and the knights have set up a small prison guard, and they have what looks like women and children um, in like a pen.
They're in a playpen. Nice.
I'll relay that to everybody that there are captured prisoners there.
Wait, how close is that?
2 or 3 days.
I still think we got to focus on getting back to Waterland.
I agree right now.
Yeah, that's too far out of the way and too dangerous.
Yeah, like what are we gonna do? Like, I mean, like where are we gonna take them? And then they see us, and it's all bad. We just need to go back to Waterland.
Then we have to kill all the knights there. Everyone would have to die.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Let's just go to town. We'll
I'll
have to
recall
save
my
them.
familiar, and if what's his name can take the first, if Say can take the first watch, by then the familiar will be back, and he can just wake me up if anything comes.
Yeah, I mean, once we go into the layman's tiny hut, I mean, are you planning on staying outside of it or going inside the little hut? Because the hut's only like 10 feet wide. Like we have to squeeze in there. I think.
Well, I'm
No.
gonna be out
No,
on.
no, 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 no. It's 10
I'll be
feet
out for
wide on the
12 hours.
outside. It's an interdimensional space on the inside that becomes much larger.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It accommodates 9 creatures of medium size or smaller.
Can Tusky fit in there? Like squeeze in there since we're only 5 people.
Fuck no.
Dang.
No, he won't. But we can have one person outside that just sits at the door all night.
We don't need to do that though. You can see through the wall. He can be safe inside and not be seen, and keep an eye on Tusky, and then the familiar can take over for him when he gets back.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds good. That's why you're the brains. After Electo, of course.
So Say will take the first watch, and the familiar will take over for Say when he gets back.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
So, Say, what do you see? Go ahead and roll a perception.
Perception check. Okay. Hold on. I gotta remember how to do that. Character sheet.
Just remember, if any of us die because of your roll, you're kicked out.
Well, at least you're honest.
I'm joking. I don't have that kind of power.
I know that's
I
good.
wish
All right,
I
you said perception, right?
I wish I did. That's funny.
Perception.
Yes, perception. Yes, sir.
Bam. That's not
Okay.
terrible.
It's not terrible. Okay, so you are looking, but you can't see anything other than a shadow pass over the moon.
Over the moon.
That sounds bad.
So if it's the first hour of the night, I was gonna be still up. But if after the first hour, I'll be.
It's somewhere in the first 4 hours. I'm going to roll a d4 to find out
And we'll
which
figure it out.
hour it is in.
Good idea.
Sounds good.
It is in the 3rd hour.
Okay, so yeah, I've already got to rep
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Would Say wake us up, or would Say just sit there and like?
All right.
I was
So you
straight.
said shadow over the moon, correct?
Yes, sir. A
Okay,
moon
then yes.
shadow, if you will.
Then yes, I at least wake up Dragos and tell him that I know this might be nothing, but I'm just making sure. I did see did I determine the size of the shadow or anything like that? Did it cover up like the whole moon?
No, Sir Isaac Newton, you were not able to calculate the exact size and mass of the shadow that passed over the moon. However, what you do know is that A, it was a flying creature, obviously, and that B, it was larger than a regular bird. It was at least a large sized creature.
Okay.
like,
Are you
Tusky
sure I
size.
can't calculate the mass and everything? I'm pretty good at math.
Yeah,
But
no, just the basics.
yeah, okay. So I do wake up Dragos, and I do tell him that I wasn't able to determine exactly what it was, other than in that it might have been a flying creature larger than the bird. So I tell him I at least wanted to wake you up to at least be on alert.
Is my familiar back?
Your familiar is just about to get back. It had to fly a few hours out of the way, so now it's getting back. Like I'd say,
Half an hour.
in 3 more hours.
Jeez. Well, I mean, what? I mean, oh, I'm not awake. Never mind.
Say only needs 4 hours of shut eye, right?
Yes.
I'll stay awake with him. We'll keep an eye on it together for the next 3 hours until my familiar gets there. Then I'll go back to sleep.
Okay. Now, who wants to roll for aid another, and who's going to roll the perception check for the two of you?
My perception's only a +4, so what's your perception?
Plus five.
Plus what?
5.
Okay, so I assume then I'll roll for aid another then.
Yep. So you just got to get
Okay.
get above a 10.
Okay, me above a 10 or him above a 10 with
You-
the aid another?
If you're rolling the aid another, you just have to get above a 10.
Okay.
Just roll the d20 that's on the bottom of the chat box.
No. You still roll perception.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, hey, what up? Okay, give me one moment. I close out my character sheet. Here we go. Perception. Bam.
Okay. Now, Dragos, you click advantage and roll perception. Hey.
Nice roll.
Yeah. If you roll doubles, you get to add them together. No. So, you are watching and you see another shadow, but this time, as it's turning and wheeling about, you catch a glimpse of metal armor. These are the famed Hypogriffin knights that are basically like the Air Force Marines, like the top of the line offense that Waterran has to offer. And they never travel alone. There's always at least 2 of them. And they come accompanied with elite soldiers on the ground that, like, once they've spotted their target, they have the ground troops move in and support them from the air. And that is exactly what is happening.
Come on.
You see several squads of elite guards
Whoa.
coming towards your encampment.
They're visible from. I don't need. Like I can just see them right now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can see out the bubble. They're just kind of standing there menacingly.
I'll wake everybody up. Hey guys, we're fucked.
I'm like, 5 more minutes.
Everybody up.
Okay, gotta get.
I don't want to go to
what's
school
going
today,
on?
Dragos.
Dragos, it's like 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah, the elite guard have found us. We're in a bad way.
I turn around and I'm like, gulp. I just, Jesus. Are the elite guard very strong? They're elite fighters, right? Yeah, they're like the Marines, correct?
Yeah. Well,
And there's a lot of them.
the knights are. The guards are, I mean, they got good weapons.
I say, Dragos, can you convince them that we're okay? I don't know what to do. There's a lot of them. I can kill a couple, but I mean, you guys have to get the rest.
I don't think I'm going to go
But-
out there. I'm going to stay in the hut with Electo.
I can try to lie my way out of the situation, or lie our way out of the situation, but I don't know how easy or hard that would be.
Yeah, that's what I'm
and
saying.
you should leave that to me.
All right. So at this point, we're going to roll initiative. That doesn't mean that it's devolved into combat already. You guys still don't know what their intentions are here.
There are so many things on this tracker.
There are things on this tracker. It is true.
Wait, why did I? There you go.
Logan?
Sorry, I'm trying to find. There it is. Come on.
All right. Well, oof. Oof. So
He's
Slow
wiping
waking
the
up.
sleep
That's
off of his eyes. Yeah.
so the first thing that happens is guard numero 3 here marches up to the hut and says, "Occupants, identify yourselves."
Okay, we're just occupants, not prisoners.
No solicitation. No, I'm just kidding.
We don't want any.
If you're not expected, then you're not invited, so fuck off.
Do they notice the elephant by any chance? Do they look like they're looking at the
I
elephant?
mean, they definitely look like they have seen an elephant, yes.
They're addressing the elephant in the room, in the forest.
Can I stay in the hut and they hear me, or do I need to step outside in order to talk to them?
Why don't you let me do the talking?
I do believe that you can hear and see, but nobody else can hear or see. It's like a one-way mirror, you know?
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I think Dragus is right. I am just going to hold
Hold it.
action to I'll hold an ice knife, I guess, as just if they suddenly decide to stab all of us or something, that I would
Okay, but
use that.
now just know that if you are readying ice knife to cast at anyone who becomes hostile, that means that you are beginning to cast it, and you either have to cast it or the spell fizzles at the start of your next turn, so you will lose that slot or have to cast it.
Okay.
Magic don't work in here.
I'll prepare a cantrip instead. I'll prepare Firebolt.
Okay. So, yeah, I just wanted to make it clear that, like, when you ready a spell like that, you either have to cast it or it fizzles. With a cantrip, obviously, like, whatever, you just let it fizzle, but with a other spell, you do lose the slot, so.
Makes sense.
Yeah, like it's magic. So you're like drawing the universe's power into yourself, and weird stuff starts happening around you. So it's pretty scary, right?
Okay. Yeah. I will stay in the hut, ready to, do what I need to do if and when the time arises.
Yep. Guard number 7 says, "Whose beast is this?" and lowers his spear at the elephant, ready to strike if Tusky gets uppity. Yes, we're going to take possession of your beast.
Not the beast.
Yeah, you guys come out and identify yourselves.
I put my boots on. And then I stand up. And then I guess that's it, right? I don't know. We're just gonna let Dragos try to talk us out of this. So I guess we'll just wait for Dragos. As soon as it's Dragos' turn, you drop the thing, right? Or I'm not sure.
No, I'm going to go outside. I'm going to go out and talk. So.
You can't walk out until Electo dispels it.
I think you can. You're not like
Electo can't leave.
Oh, we can?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we can stay in there.
Oh, I didn't know we could leave. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can check out anytime you like.
We can walk out. It's just pointless, right?
But you can never leave.
So,
Oh, wait, I forgot. I'm muted. I forgot to push to talk. Do you want me to walk out with you, Dragos, or do you want to go walk out yourself?
No, just me.
Okay, that's fine.
I
I'll wait.
want a little walk from Say before I go, but other than that, I'm good.
are you gonna put your armor on, Arn?
I sleep with my armor on.
Oh, that's not good
Yeah.
for the rest.
It's not good for the back, I know, but
Yeah.
I'm young, so
Okay.
I'm kidding. Yeah, I'll put it on. I'll start putting my armor on.
Yeah. Okay. It's gonna take you time depending on what kind of armor do you have.
I have plate, but I'm
Okay.
pretty much a pro, and then I make sure to Vaseline myself before I go to bed every night, so it shouldn't be hard.
All I can picture is Chang lubing himself up to dive into the air vents.
Yeah, or a big buff bodybuilder getting lubed up before an event.
Is that a new stereotype? No?
It is now.
All right. The knight, number 1, comes and lands his hypogriff in front of you.
Ah! The hippogriff is like almost Tusky's size. It's a giant freaking lion with eagle wings. It's freaking insane, guys.
Yeah. So,
Oh wait, never mind.
the hypogriff is got the back end of a horse and the front half of an eagle, but the
My
eagle
bad.
still has the talons, and like they're known to be pretty aggressive. They eat deer and horses.
We did not know that freaking Maxius had this kind of arsenal, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
What does the Knight one say then?
The Knight 1 says, "Everyone step out now peacefully, and no violence has to come to pass." Yeah, what he said. I concur.
Yeah, what he said.
I concur. I am also of the opinion that you should do as he said. Ree!
Real yes man, these guys.
I'll step out of the tent. Good evening, gentlemen. How are you this fine night?
What? You, who are you?
I apologize. My name is Drago Flavius Kojakur, son of the Baron. What a pleasure to meet you out here. What are you fine gentlemen doing this evening?
Okay, so, well, first you gotta step towards them, so come on out of here. I'll put a square up that represents the hut. Okay, so that's the hut right there. And then we'll put these guys inside it. Yeah. All right. So you step out and you see the squad. And then you identify yourself after they ask who you are. And he says, "I am Sir Tristan, Knight of Waterran, leader of the Sky Riders. I have been sent by Lord Maxius to ascertain the whereabouts of the rebel base and what had happened to his agents. You are his agent, are you not?"
We were employed by Lord Maxius to drive the bandits out of the territory with as little bloodshed as possible, yes.
And did you encounter the bandits?
We
The
were able to get
rebels,
them.
the fucking traitors.
Yeah, those. We were able to get those rat bastards to flee north. We're not sure. We chased them for a while, but we gave up on pursuit when they seemed far enough north that we were not. It was no longer useful to continue to pursue them. So we headed back to inform Lord Maxius.
So the cowards fled. It's a shame any of them are left alive.
Like whelp dogs, but yes, they have fled far to the north.
Excellent. Then we should lose no time in pursuing them. How old is their trail and where is it?
You know what, Head? It's about 2 days old, I would say, at least, and heading northeast of here. Or I'm sorry, yeah, northeast of here. I apologize.
Hmm. Northeast, towards the wilds?
Not quite that far, northeast. Basically, almost due north of here.
Oh. So towards Frageshelmere?
Correct.
Closer, I think they're headed. I think they're headed towards those bastards. I can't remember the name of the Roman Empire people.
Oh, Caledonia?
I think they're headed towards the Caledonian border.
Ooh. Okay. Then we should waste no time. Shall you accompany us?
I think it's more important we make a report. We have other information that is for Lord Maxius's ears only.
Oh, no worries. We got that handled. And he snaps his fingers, and his squire runs and brings him a scroll, and he quickly writes a message on it, and his squire attaches it to a hawk who flies off to carry the message.
Just remember that we were only employed to chase them out, not to go and fight them whenever he sends his army. So just reminding you.
Yeah, I've got it.
Did someone in there say something?
Nothing. No one spoke.
Oh,
Not
okay.
at all.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we're not like
No.
looking to get a warrant and like search your hut or nothing, but like you guys are the agents and everything, right? So
Yeah, we're happy to have everybody can come out.
I'm going to come out now, but I'm going to make sure that I strip down first and mess up my hair and stumble out all buck naked.
oh, what the hell is going on?
Hey, why are you guys bothering us? Come on.
What were
We're
you
trying to relax
doing in
here.
there?
This is a private party, guys. Come on, go away. Don't try to take my elephant. That's our bounty too.
I step out with half my armor off.
Whose elephant is that? That's a good question to a good point that you bring up there.
We're going to return him for a bounty. It's ours. You can't take it.
This is, we found him under. We claimed him under finder's rights out in the wilds a number of weeks ago. He's been with us for quite some time.
Finder's rights.
Recovered lost property in the wilds.
Oh, so have you paid your adventurer's tax on that?
We are up to date with everything with the Adventurers Guild.
And do you have the latest receipts that show that? They give you a monthly receipt that shows that you're paid up for the month.
I didn't bring my paperwork with me out into the wilderness. I apologize. It's back at our house.
No papers. Oh.
This guy, man.
Certainly, there's a way that doesn't need to be an issue, though. I'm sure we can find a way to make restitution for my oversight in not carrying our papers with us.
Well, we'd be happy to not only pay you your bounty, your mercenary fee, but also to double your pay if you were to accompany us and show us the trail that the rebels took. Those traitorous scum.
Yes. Unfortunately, we have information that we have to get to Lord Maxius right away that is for his ears only. We cannot risk sharing it with anyone else. But we would prefer to head back to Waterren now.
What information would that be?
We are on a secret mission.
We've come across information that's very important for him to know. I can't risk sharing it. I apologize. I know you're a legend. You are a great warrior and of great renown.
I
This
am a
is
great warrior.
no disrespect, but we have to get back to him and to the Lord as soon as possible with our information.
I'm glad that you know that I'm a great warrior, because I'd hate to have to teach you that the hard way.
No disrespect.
So I tell you what.
Can persuasion on him?
Why don't you? I was just gonna say, why don't you go ahead and decide whether you are trying to persuade him, or whether you are trying to deceive him, because I could go either way with that. Because you guys don't really have information for Lord Maxius, right? I mean, you kind of do, but kind of don't. I mean, what? Yeah, like this is where I get tied up about it. Is like, technically speaking, you guys do know that Lady Belladonna is helping the rebels behind his back. That is vital information that would be for Lord Maxius's ears only. So, like, you're not actually lying in that sense, but as far as I know, your character also has zero intention of telling Lord Maxius that. So, like, you are kind of lying. So I was gonna kind of give you the choice of whether you wanted to be more persuasive, but then, like, you actually do have to concede that it's at least an option in your mind of telling Lord Maxius this, or, if you're just bluffing, then yeah.
I'm leaning towards a bluff. I was hoping Say could give me a bardic inspiration before I roll deception, but I'll roll deception because I don't plan to tell him if I don't have to.
You can do this, man. Nice.
+7 still, it's no +10, but it's still pretty.
All right, so you fail. No, I'm kidding. You manage to deceive him, and he believes you that perhaps you do have vital information for him. But he says, if this information is so vital, then you should ride with me on uh, Skylance here, and we shall fly with the most haste to Lord Maxius.
I'll go.
Oh,
I,
God.
I appreciate that, but I'd rather not leave my men in the field here. We've been a team and we've worked well together. I'd hate to see anything happen to them. We will return to Waterend with all haste. And now I'll roll persuasion for that.
Well, that's gonna have to wait. You've used up your turn now.
Okay.
Just don't do any funny business, guys.
I'm gonna help you get this elephant under control. Tusky starts to get a little uppity. He stands up from prone and blasts at the guards who have spears lowered at him.
Say it is your turn.
It is your turn.
Yes, sorry about that. I was getting my computer rebooted up. Let's see what to do. I guess
Just
since
kind of
Dragos is doing most of the talking, I'll probably just hold my turn. Let's see here. I'll hold my turn. Turn completed. Bam.
The second knight flies low overhead and does a wide circle, kind of ending up behind you guys. He's not on the ground though. He's just like chilling out over there.
Oh, it's my
Logan, on
turn.
to you.
Sorry. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
You're a little choppy, but yeah.
Hold on one second. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, it was stuck in the chat window for the dice. Okay, so I'm out there naked next to Tusky. I'm just gonna walk out. Nope, that's not me. Don't mean to. Okay, sorry. I'm just gonna move around there, and then I'm gonna try to shoo these guys away.
Sir, put some pants on.
We want to go back to sleep. Leave us alone.
You were all sleeping in that tiny hut together?
Adventuring
And the
makes
magic.
bedfellows.
Are you drunk?
Always drunk. That's a silly question.
I'm afraid I can't allow you to operate mount well intoxicated.
Am I gonna have to try to climb on top of it, drunk and naked? Is
Sir,
that what they're
step
gonna
away
push me
from
to?
the elephant.
Okay, just leave them alone. I'll stay right here, and I'll just put my hands up so that they're no longer covering me. Okay, guys, it's fine. It's fine. Just he's our friend. Okay, we're trying to protect him.
Is that a tattoo?
Oh, I don't even have the arm on either. Like I'm armed, naked.
Oh shit.
Yes, it's cut off. Don't laugh.
It looks like it was chewed off.
Yeah, it was actually too. It didn't hurt as much as you'd think it would. Oh, speaking of which, I have a gift, and then I'm gonna go find Electo. Hey, Electo, hold on. I got something
Sir,
for.
stay where you are.
Okay, make sure I'm turned around.
Oh god. I don't know which way is better.
Okay, I'm my turn. There we go.
What do you want us to do, Captain? For now, just hold still. Okay. Roger, roger.
I will also hold still. I'm waiting for any reason for me to either dispel the hut or start doing what I do, so I will continue to wait.
Do following orders.
I'm still putting my armor on, and then I just pass.
Do still following orders. All right. So, Dragos. Uh, even though you have deceived me and I believe you, I still insist that if it's that important, you should fly with me at haste. And so now you want to try to persuade me that you shouldn't have to do that. So why don't you go ahead and try that?
Very persuasive, this man.
Why don't you just give me the hippogriff? You walk home, and I'll keep that. No.
Hey, you will.
That's great.
I can't give you Skylance, but James,
Oh no, we have a follower now.
give this man uh
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We're gonna take Tusky back. We're good.
give this man damn it, what's his name? His name is White Claw, because instead of the black claws that most of the hypogriffs have, he has all white claws and is like partially albino.
He comes with a pop collar and date rape accusation.
Oh yeah, White Claw the drink. Yeah. So he lands and walks over with the saddle and bridle and says, "Have you ever ridden one of these things?"
Wait, he's just giving you a hippogriff? That's crazy.
I have not ever ridden one of these. How hard is it? I'm mildly terrified of it.
Well, if you don't have the ride skill or the fly skill, then it's pretty fucking hard.
I'll leave it to you. I appreciate the offer. That's incredibly kind, but I'll stick with Tusky. The group of us will race back with all haste to Waterran.
Oh no! You rolled a nat 20 on me giving you this hypogriff. You getting a fucking hypogriff.
Dude, just take it. We'll sell it or
Do
something.
you want to? Why don't you just come in the tent with us and hang out for a bit? Come in our little
try to
hut.
beat at it, and hopefully it won't kill me.
Hopefully it won't kill me. Yeah. Are you guys inviting them into the hut?
I think Logan was just tricking him because the guys don't want to be near Logan.
Yeah, no, I think we're going to send them on their way so they can get on the trail. It's important they head northeast to find the people, and we're going to start heading back to Waterren.
Well, you should ride White Claw here right away so that you can ride on ahead.
Okay. Is there any words or commands I need to know that'll make him more pleasant?
Yeah, so this is how you get him to take off. This is how you steer, and this is how you get him to land, and this is the command word for him to return.
And I assume he eats raw meat or what?
Yeah, he'll hunt for himself, and then you just blow this whistle when it's time for him to come back from hunting.
Okay, well, I appreciate it. So I will ride this animal, I guess.
Yo, this is freaking crazy. Can we just
Wait, hold up.
ride it on the land?
Hold up. Out of character, something real fast.
Yeah.
Did we just persuade, or did Dragos just persuade his way into getting a fucking hippogriff?
Yeah, apparently. Yeah. He rolled a 30.
He's got 30, yeah.
I said it as a joke, but I guess we might as well keep it.
Dude, David, you rolled a 30.
The guy has to propose right now. He's like thinking of getting on one knee.
He's thinking about getting on one knee. You rolled the dice. Now you deal with the consequences.
Fair enough.
So this is happening. This is happening right now.
Yeah.
Throw me a bardic inspiration before I try and ride this thing.
Yeah, go for it. Can say bardic inspiration him since he didn't really do anything.
He can. Yeah.
Would you pass one on to him? Say.
All right, I forgot how bardic inspiration doesn't have any counters or anything. Like it doesn't have a physical counter on the sheet, or how does that work?
Yeah. So what you do is, under your spells on your actions, there's mode, and if you go into combat mode, then when you pull over, what's going on?
Because I don't have bardic inspiration on my actions.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to set that up.
It's under abilities.
Yeah. So, bardic inspiration is usable equal to your charisma modifier. Your charisma modifier is a 5. So all I do is go here, add this.
I don't know what we're gonna do with this thing out of character. What do you guys even think we should do with this thing?
Fucking keep it.
I have
do you-
Well, it's going to throw him off and then run away, and he's not going to be able to get back on. We're going to watch him hurt himself, and then it's going to fly back to the
Yeah.
master.
I
The
persuaded the
master
guy.
may be changed, but this thing's not going to be charmed.
maybe it might become a friend. Who knows? We'll see. I mean, let's not just like waste it. I mean, we can try to convince it to like us, I guess.
Electo, can you cast levitate?
I want to move Tusky safely away
I
from
do
this
not
creature.
think so. Let me double check, but I don't think so.
Okay, so
Nada.
you have bardic inspiration now as one of your powers, but I'm going to have to look up the exact wording to get it to parse correctly to give them the 1d4. So all you're going to do, Dragos, is roll the 1d4. But yeah, now if you look at bardic inspiration there, you should be able to drag it over.
It's a D6.
Oh, it's a d6? Oh, okay.
I get
So
one
wait.
D to add to anything I do in the next 10 minutes.
Okay. Or if you just click on the cast, it should tick off the
Counter.
counter. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm the one casting it, so I just cast and target Dragos.
Yes.
All right, give me one moment. Got to close out all my sheets here because I only have one monitor because my life. Do. It's control click.
Control left click. Yep.
Control left click, and then just drag the effect over to the table, or
Just click on where it says cast. Just click that dice there.
I think I did.
Nope.
It says cast on the thing.
No, I did that.
Oh, okay. So what do I do? What did I do wrong here?
So click on the magnifying glass to the right,
Yeah.
and then it says cast. Just click that. Okay, but it still didn't check one off. All right, well I'm gonna check it off for you. And then yep, Dragos, just roll a d6.
I have to make my animal handling check, right?
No, you don't have to make an animal handling, you have to make a fly check. Or wait, let me make sure I have that skill right.
What is fly?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. It's not ride either since they did away with that. So it would be animal handling.
Okay, I'm gonna roll animal handling, and then if I bomb it, I'll add the D6 and hope it gets
Nope.
me to something.
Nope, that's not the way it works. Bardic inspiration, you have to roll it first. So if you're choosing to use the bardic inspiration, yep. Okay, so now +2. You just click on +2 and then.
So 9.
All right. The hypogriff kind of bucks and makes it to where you can't even climb into the saddle. Everybody has a good laugh, and he says, "Here, let me show you." And he gives the beast a few commands, climbs up into the saddle, takes it around in a circle, lands back, hands you everything. Roll again with advantage. All right, so you managed to climb into the saddle. It's a little rough. You're not like very good at it, and it feels like you're going to fall out of the saddle. But the hypogriff does respond to your, steering, and when you give it the command to land, it does land, but it feels like you're going to die. Like it's like riding a motorcycle for the first time.
Yay! So I'll say goodbye to the horde of guards, and we'll get back to sleep, I guess, and head out in the morning.
Please.
Well, wait, I'm not going to let a hippogriff go that quick. It's You got the ride on it. Maybe we should get a turn.
It's my hippogriff.
I think
You're
we
just
might be
gonna
able
put it. It's just gonna sleep here next to Tusky. It's gonna eat him.
No, it's not. Tusky's huge. We'll put him over on the other side of the tent. But I mean, are we out of combat with this group? I don't.
Yes,
Oops.
they are in fact leaving.
Bye, friends.
I mean, I figure everyone's still got to get rest. Well, that was fun, guys. That took a weird turn.
What? This was a positive encounter for us?
Hi, White Claw. I'm gonna throw some meat. Or do we have any raw meat here? Have we killed anything that would be useful to this animal? Probably not.
Not anytime recently, I don't think.
No.
There were a ton of deer, or what was it? Yeah, longhorn or pronghorn.
Oh, that's right. There were deer.
In the clearing.
I have the whistle, so I can send it White Claw off to go hunt and
He'll eat himself.
summon it back later. That's
Yeah.
correct.
Correct.
So I'll send White Claw off, give White Claw the command to go off hunting, and we will go back to sleep. I'll put the familiar to watch again until the morning.
Ree!
As he freaking takes off, wings, gigantic wings flutter on the ground, and then he lifts off.
Yeah, in
Crazy.
fact, it leaves behind one rather large, not one of his pinion like flight feathers, but just a super big regular feather.
How does
I was gonna
Tusky feel
do
about
so.
him?
Tusky like didn't love his presence, but like he's also a huge bull elephant. He'll fuck that hippogriff up if it tries anything.
We survived something, and we didn't have to go tell Lord Maxius anything. We'll call that a big win, and we're gonna get hustling in the morning, first light.
Yeah, huge win.
So yeah, and first light, I'm gonna definitely try and ride the hippogriff again and see if I can use that as scouting and staying ahead of you guys.
Yo, Dragos, you should give that thing a different name. White Claw is,
It's terrible. Yeah, I'm gonna make.
I
fun
didn't
of
even
myself.
think about that because like I'm not in that scene, so like I don't even know anything other than like I remember that it like is a meme now. So like, oh yeah, White Claw is a thing that exists, but yeah.
Well,
I'm
also,
gonna
there's no white on him. He's actually like brown and gray, isn't he?
Well, that's
I'm
the
gonna name him-
default, token. I can find one.
yeah, he's like an albino hippogriff, which is awesome.
Yeah, he's mostly albino. There are spots
Oh,
of
they
brown.
gave you a freak one that nobody wanted to ride. It's bad luck.
Or it's a unique one, if you think about it that
I'm
way.
gonna name him Zima.
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 Generation of White Claw.
Yeah, the newest generation. Yeah.
This is Red Dog.
This is Bud Light Seltzer.
Seltzer.
This is Foster's, Australian for beer.
This is Mike's Hard Lemonade.
All right. So, unless you guys have any objections, you wake up in the morning and not objections to waking up in the morning, just the fast forwarding of time. And shit. Now I can't remember the name of it. That
Like-
Honey Vice. What? Who makes Honey Vice?
You lost me there.
I don't know what that is.
It's a beer. It's called Honey Vice. It's okay, but it's made by some like brewing company that I can't remember the name of now. So I was about to call them that, but
The name is
Anyway,
Zima, I
it's-
think.
no, I know it's Zima. I was just gonna continue the joke, but I fucked it all up. So
Story's my life.
that's
Zima's
what
a good name, though.
that's why I get paid the big bucks for this. So
Give it an honest try.
yeah, it's not about outcome. It's about intent. So
When you roll on that one.
yeah, when you roll a nat one in real life, exactly. You should have seen me trying to rhyme for my DC game. Anyway, Zima is already back and has captured a rather fat but small young moose and has eaten about half of it, but there's still a good haunch of moose left.
Should we cook that up, or is that gross? I look at you guys because where I'm from, we don't eat the scraps from the wolves. That's kind of gross.
Yeah, no, I would say we let her keep it if she's taking it. We've
Well,
got
Yeah, I
food.
definitely not going here.
if she
I'm staying here
if she
practically.
was gonna eat any more of it, she would have already eaten it. Like she left that there for you guys.
Okay. If anybody wants to eat it, I'm cool with that.
I'll walk up to it and I'll go ahead and chop it off, give it a nice chunk with the sword, and I guess spitfire the leg.
Yeah,
Get it
well,
cooked up
I
in the
mean,
morning.
it's moose meat, so like it's definitely pretty chewy, you know.
Yeah, but we haven't had a good protein in a while, so this
Yeah,
this will be this will be
Yeah,
good for energy.
but depending on how you cook it, you know, it could be okay. There is some fat from the haunch that you could melt down and kind of fry the meat in its own fat a little bit. Maybe help tenderize it somewhat by frying it.
Whatever needs to be done for it to taste good, I do because
Yeah,
I'm good at that kind of stuff.
and if you roll a nature check with advantage, since you say that you're good at this kind of stuff, it is now canon that
Are you
that
sure I can't do a performance check, maybe?
yeah, sorry. But it is now canon that you like learned to cook at a young age, and that has always served you well adventuring. All right, so you managed to find some wild ginger, some sweet basil, and a few wild onions, and combining all of that with the salt that you keep on you to help salt any meats that you need to preserve, especially the salted herring and uh, sardines that your people eat a lot of. They also pickle them. Um, so you always keep salt on you, should you manage to find anything like that. And using all of that together, you manage to make some delicious fried moose haunch. I'm not sure what that cut is exactly called there off the leg.
Haunch is fine.
Haunch, yeah. Uh,
My sister taught me a thing or two. You guys eat up. Everybody, I call all the people. Everybody eat up.
Tusky tries to get some of the wild onions.
I'll toss a giant one in his mouth. I have an extra.
Yeah, he loves
Yeah,
it.
I'll take it. Even though I don't trust this bird, I'll take it.
I mean, what would he's gonna poison the meat? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's good. It is a little gamey being moose and all, but the combination of the wild onions and the sweet basil and the uh, bite of the ginger, almost spiciness, kind of breaks up the gaminess and gives you some flavor profiles that make it very palatable.
You're welcome.
You should get the chef feet.
Yes.
It'd be a waste.
Well,
Oh yeah.
I'd give it to you for free as part of your background.
Oh, okay, cool. Sure, why not? My sister taught me a thing or two in the kitchen.
Except
That's one of my favorite feats. I'm very excited that you have it now.
except we're not in the kitchen.
My favorite feet are maybe size 6, size 5, around there.
It's weird to have a favorite feat.
I know. Trust me, I know.
So, you guys get a nice hearty breakfast of moose and squirrel, and are ready to set off for the day.
So I just wanted to ask quickly, how much? Sorry, am I cutting off? Am I
No,
good?
you're good.
No, you're good.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. How much metal value of was the bracelet that I got from
Well,
um
are
Tuscan?
are are you looking for like value in gold pieces?
Just so I know the equivalent weight value that I could make it items I
Oh,
could make it into up to a
yeah,
value.
yeah. So the weight, it was roughly, I'd say, a good 25 pounds of
Oh,
silver.
nice. Okay, good. So I was going to make an arc. Oh, sorry, I let go of the button. An arcane focus for uh, our wizard, Electo, the
Yeah,
giant metal ball.
a giant metal
It's
what?
basically it's basically a giant metal ball, but it's got the stats of an orb, so it's only a single pound,
Okay.
and it's an actual arcane focus. So Electo can use it to uh, cast without spell components for some spells, I believe.
That's exciting. Thank you.
I think that's what they do. Let me see. Arcane focus. General sorcerer, warlock, or wizard can use an item as a spell casting focus, which I don't have the link to get that. But yeah, I believe you can use it in place of some components.
Yeah. Also, some spells I think require having a focus. Anyway, uh, instead of being just a regular ball, because of the process involved in making it, it changes from silver to an almost liquid mercury kind of metal, to where the ball is um, always in motion. It ripples when you touch it, and it
It's
has,
shiny.
yeah, and it has like waves that like go across it intermittently.
Look, Galacto, you can see your face in it.
Perfect.
It's almost as shiny as his head.
It floats
Mock the orb. The
it
orb is
floats
special.
above your hand, and as you look into it to see if you can see your face, it suddenly becomes perfectly still and widens itself out, giving you a better view of the it makes itself into a mirror.
Ooh, like for
Electro,
scrying,
do you know
right?
this trick? Electro, do you know
Electric.
this trick? And I'm going to cast light on the orb. Can you do this one and just make light come on and then go off?
I cannot.
That was a blessing I got.
When you cast light on the orb, however, Electo can control the orb, and it goes from just a shining, glowing orb casting light in every direction to a hooded lantern to a bullseye lantern, and then like completely closes the light off, and then like can reopen it and like focus it in any configuration.
So we have a floating, movable flashlight. That's cool.
Well, I have to cast on it, and eventually Electro will learn how to do that trick.
I
And
don't think
then
Make
light
good
is
at
a
it.
wizard spell, unfortunately.
Electo can also like uh cause it to dim slightly as well by like controlling a thinner lens over it.
Try to make you some armor, but I realized that you might have more fun with it.
Yeah, this is cool. Thank you.
Oh, now I should go get dressed.
I'm gonna mount up Zima here and try and go for a flight. I decided I'm keeping Zima. It's my birthday present to myself.
Very fitting of your noble heritage.
My birthday's tomorrow, actually, too. So what the heck?
Oh, hey, there you go.
Happy early birthday.
So
Having your birthday on Christmas Eve must suck, though.
yeah, it's one of
Yeah.
those cases where, oh, this is for your birthday and Christmas.
Unless you're like me, I mean, I would hope my birthday was on a holiday. That way, people could kind of just forget about my birthday.
He's a
My birthday-
Scrooge
Someone
who
that
doesn't
had
like
it.
his birthday.
Someone that had the birthday on Christmas, and they had a child whose birthday was on Christmas. So the husband had all their gifts and all their birthdays on the exact same day.
Very convenient.
My sister's birthday is Christmas Eve. Go ahead and roll your animal handling.
With advantage because Zima loves him now. I'm just joking.
Yeah, no. How come you only get half proficiency in animal handling?
Jack of all trades.
Ah, I got you. Okay, so you suck at that, and Zima flies off. No, obviously, the meal has Zima feeling a little less feisty, and you're able to climb onto her back, and she, instead of like trying to be a bitch about it. I breed dogs, so I use that word correctly. And like, let me assure you, like, there's a reason why it was used derogatorily. But like, yeah, sometimes female animals can be moody, and this one was definitely hangry and giving you the business yesterday. But having eaten almost half of a moose, she is content and happy to take you up at a leisurely flight where you're able to get comfortable with the speed and the altitude before spurring her on. And soon you find yourself able to hang on to the saddle's bracing mechanisms for her to do steep dives and climbs and even almost a complete wing over. She can turn nearly 90 degrees in the air. No, 90 would only be 180. So if she's level, you know, at zero, she can turn almost completely to the side without you falling off thanks to the bracing mechanisms that are in place on the saddle. And you get comfortable going all the way up to the point where like any higher would just be unsafe. It'd be suicidal because of the oxygen and all of that. So you're able to obtain a pretty high altitude. I don't know exactly how high it is, but I think it's like 4,000 feet that like it becomes really dangerous to be breathing at that point.
Take your word for it. I believe you.
But
I don't know. I
4,000
think
feet is well out of the
I
range of a lot of things. What's that? I'm sorry.
it's way too dangerous for you. It's way, I think Drago's is going to get hurt on that thing. I don't know.
Yeah, he probably should just set it free. Be like,
You gotta break your neck, man.
thanks for
You
the
gotta break a
hypogriff DM, but fuck you. I took it and threw it on the ground.
Yeah, just stab it. Put it out of its misery.
So yeah, essentially what I'm trying to say is that although you have not mastered it to the point where you're never going to have to make a check again, you have at the very least gotten comfortable enough to where basic flight is not going to be a problem.
Fantastic.
Just keep her well fed.
Will do.
So yeah, you come back to the camp and find everybody like packed up and just waiting on you.
Let's make our way to Waterran.
I assume you guys climb up onto Tusky.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess there's no chance of going incognito now. We're pretty much going to be a circus.
You guys look like some real fucking heroes now.
We have awesome things.
And it fills me with dread.
I think
Bursting in.
if we're allowed to have a giant elephant, we're allowed to have a hippogriff. I don't think they're any different.
They're very different. Elephants can't fly. Don't let Disney fool you.
They're both kind of wild creatures.
Don't crush my dreams, man.
I say we get on to
Yeah, let's let
Waterran
him
because
fly
I
till he
want to
breaks
get
his neck.
freaking meat of this plot. Let's go.
Yeah, so
I'm hungry for it. Give it to me.
if Dragos, you intend to ride the Hypogriff, right?
Yeah, but I'm not like flying out ahead. I'm just hovering. I'm staying above them and around them.
Yeah,
Keeping
so that's kind of what I was gonna get at was, um, the Hypogriff can fly you at a very fast speed, but it cannot do so like all day. It takes a lot of energy to maintain airspeed velocity for any creature, and then carrying someone on top of that just, increases that workload significantly. And so in order to keep up with everybody, or that's not the right word, keep the pace, rather than flying out ahead, the Griffin is going to have to like stop frequently. And so during one of these stops, well, everybody is getting water and everything. You guys have an opportunity to like discuss what you're going to do as far as there's another day of travel before you reach Waterran, but you can either stop for the night and rest again and arrive at Waterran early the next day, or you can push through the night and arrive at Waterran like right before dawn.
I would say let's spend the night and talk a little bit.
Yeah. Let's talk. Let's have a let's kind of get a game plan going on when we actually get in there into town.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
My plan originally, like I assume, can we park a Hypogriffin at the same
Stables.
stables with Tusky, or does it have to go back to like the royal stable?
Yeah, well, the Hypogriff is a military Hypogriff. So like, they're gonna want, um,
They're probably gonna want it back, right?
yeah, they're gonna want it back.
That's what I was going to say. This guy's going to lose his job because they're going to be like, where's the hippogriff? I gave it to a friend.
That's true. This guy is either gonna get like murdered, like killed, or he is gonna get like really really badly reprimanded because we're not gonna
Then
be able to.
Well, it's okay to give the hippogriff to him to get him back to Waterran, like he said, for important business. But if there's no important business, then yeah, you just totally got this guy executed.
Yeah, important is
It can
Very
be
loose.
it can be subjective. I get where you're going with that, but there is also a definite quantifiable amount of like, okay, this was just bullshit. If it was just bullshit.
well, he said that he needed this fighter jet in order to tell his mom goodbye.
Yeah.
So here, I got a
Yeah, this
potential.
guy's going to lose his job. He's going to be plotting revenge. We're never going to know when he's going to strike.
Those bastards come
Here,
back
here,
to me.
let me run this by you as a cover story, since obviously the hippogriff has to go back. We land there. We go to the thing. We tell Lord Maxius that we discovered the bandits. We through some trickery and combat, we forced them out far north up into towards the Carpathian, or not Carpathian, the why can't I never remember the northern city or country?
I forgot the name as well. Caledonian.
Caledonian border. But we got evidence of a plot against the Lord from inside the city of Waterren itself, and we raced back to investigate before they could move against him. But we need time to track down leads. That justifies us coming back, but gives us time. So when we get there, we say we have to speak to you in private. This can't be for all ears. We tell him that there's a plot, there's a leak inside the city plotting against him, and we're gonna road it. We're gonna search it out and find it for him. But that gives us a chance that hopefully it convinces him that yes, it was important, and but doesn't make us give away Lady Belladonna at all.
Yeah.
Is that reasonable with everybody?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yep.
Honestly, we can just, if we just sell these animals, we can go into town and live.
Live like fat cats.
Yeah, we can make an arrangement to meet Lady. Oh, jeez, Arabelle.
Do you think it's illegal to sell a hippogriff on the black market?
We'll just turn it in for a reward.
I think
Well, to sell anything on the black market would be kind of illegal, but
I was gonna say I think the black market
No, we'll
is
just turn
all
it in.
illegal.
We can't sell
Just
a
maybe-
military hippogriff in Waterran.
It's
you
theirs.
just have to know the right people.
I'm just
It's
messing
like you
around.
took them. We're going to the base where the hippogriffs come from, right? It's
Yeah, we don't need this thing.
Protector.
This thing is going to be more of a problem than it is a benefit to us, I feel. So we should just go.
Yeah,
go
it was a fun idea, but we'll return it. Maybe one day Zima will come back to me, but probably not.
Just keep the whistle, and then maybe when you're near Waterland, you blow it, and it comes back to you.
I'm pretty sure they're
anyway,
gonna request the whistle.
The guy kept the whistle. We don't got the whistle.
I dropped it on the last flight by accident. There was some turbulence. It popped right out of my hand.
Exactly, dude. You have a +7 to deception. You can lie.
I'm actually pretty good with animals. I'm gonna see if I can get it to listen to me. I'm gonna call it over.
But so are we good on that plan though? That we turn the hippogriff, we head back to town, we go meet with the Lord.
Yeah, we meet with the Lord. We tell them that they we ran them away, and we're done with our job. And then we try to speak to Lady Belladonna somehow while we're there.
Well, the reason why we had to rush back, and we say that we've uncovered a plot against you for coming from inside the city. We need to chase down leads.
While you're
That's gonna
talking,
cost
I'm
her-
grooming it.
Yeah,
Like
I was gonna
Ripple.
say Zima comes over to you and like pushes against you until you start to like stroke her feathers and smooth her out.
Yeah, it's a really pretty bird. Coming around to it, it's too bad.
She
Yeah.
goes. "Rrrr!" She's not a fucking bird.
Hippogriff.
Sorry. Back away.
Let's go forward with that plan then. So let's spend the night here. We'll go in the morning and meet with Lord Maximus in the morning. Maxius.
Yeah. Let's just do it. Let's just go in there. Let's fast forward. I want to get to it. I'm excited. That's what I came here for.
Yeah. So, if indeed that is the plan, you guys spend the night outside the outskirts of Waterran. In the morning, you can see the light shining off of the forked rivers that make up the main river that flows through Waterran. The light, it becomes a million gold coins just floating along the rapids, the little ripples. And as you approach, you can smell the street food and scents of the city, which includes a lot of BO and poop as well, unfortunately. But also the incense and peppermints and other crazy aromas from traders and merchants coming up from Al Qadim and just bringing all of their crazy wares. You can smell perfumes and even alchemical agents as you walk through the gates. You are asked to produce your identification or to pay your registration taxes if you are new to the city.
We do have identification. We already paid identification once when we came into town.
Very well. Where are your papers?
I pull my papers out from my bag. I go, they're in here somewhere, and I go, oh, here they are. And then I pull out my paper.
They're all wrinkled and crumpled, and the guard looks at it and looks at you and studies the stamp really carefully and says, "These papers are 2 months old."
Yeah, I know. I grew a beard in the meantime. I haven't shaved in a while.
Well, we don't have photo ID, but we do have dates stamped on here, and this says that this is 2 months old, so you are behind on your taxes.
Have we been in town for 2 months? Is that true?
Since you guys first registered. Because remember, you went out and did some stuff and messed with some cow bandits and came back and hung out with that boy for a while, and then you have been traveling with these guys, and so yeah, about
It's been a while. Yeah. I don't.
I might be a little off, but maybe
I agree.
this guard can't read the dates so well and he's dyslexic.
I mean, hopefully let's just. What does it cost to get in again to renew taxes or whatever?
As
I say.
adventurers, 100 gold pieces each.
Okay. I pay
We're not
mine.
even going to be able to afford to keep coming into this town. How does anybody get in here? I don't get it.
Not many people leave. I think they stay in there and they pay their taxes.
Well, Waterran is a very popular adventurers hub. They go out and they explore the dungeons and kill the dragons, and then they become vastly wealthy, you see.
Wait, I forgot. Do we not have some sort of identification that we're working for the king?
Yeah, you guys should. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think we have a
you
symbol,
hesitated
right?
to.
Something?
Yeah,
I'm not-
this wasn't supposed to be like an obstacle, but if you're gonna refuse to identify, then I guess pay the tax. Yeah.
No. My bad. Let's go ahead and I'm sure one of us has it. Let's go ahead and produce the letter.
Tell them we're on our way to meet Lord Maxius. We're in a rush. Get out of our way.
I'm just going to show them everything I'm carrying one at a time.
Hey! Don't be talking to the guards that way. Who are you? Wait. Oh, you're riding a hippogriff. Are you a knight?
No, a knight lent it to me because we've got important business with the Lord.
Did you steal that from a knight?
Just
No.
show him the letter. Just like we gotta go. Get out the way.
Oh, we're in a rush.
You will answer the questions I ask you. I tell you when you're in a rush, eh?
I would be happy to tell Lord Maxius that you kept us from him. I'm sure he'd love to deal with you directly.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure Lord Maxius, he sees just everybody, doesn't he?
My letter saying he's hired us for work, and we are to report to him immediately.
You see the guard like scoff at you, but then his face goes pale as he sees the official stamp of Lord Maxius's royal seal.
Can we go now?
Sir, please, please, I am so sorry. Please.
I snatch my ID back from the man and I smile and we walk in.
Let's head to the palace.
He discreetly tries to slip you a pouch and says, "This can stay between us, yes?"
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Sweet. Another come up.
I'm gonna hand the guy a pair of vice grips as I walk by. Just put them in his hand.
he he looks at it and says, "Thank you, sir."
Gonna kind of nod, yeah. Hmm.
That's random.
He just you see him looking at the vice grips and like he just looks so lost.
Onward to the palace.
Okay.
We
Yeah, this
ride
sounds
in.
expensive.
We
I
ride in
mean,
on the hippogriff.
I'm going to use prestidigitation to make us all look very presentable.
Ah,
I
yes.
have not smelled this good in a long time.
So you guys you know, feel a wave of magic come over you and suddenly all bits of dirt and mud and all of your stink comes washing off of you.
I have a tiny braid growing at the bottom of my road beard that I've grown in the last 2 months. It's only one braid though. I can't make any more than that. But it's starting.
The braid is now neatly trimmed and braided.
Okay, what do you guys think? Does it look stupid?
Deeply.
What do you mean? This is what freaking warriors wear up north. Anyways, let's get to the palace.
I just like how you're like, how does it look? And he's like, massively stupid. Okay, let's
I don't
go.
tell you your silly noble clothes look stupid, but whatever, it's fine.
I
At this
have
point, so we've just been sleeping in this for weeks.
I don't think you want to throw shade on the guy who has a hippogriff. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's true. Onward.
Yep. So I'm just getting the map pulled up.
Sorry, I'm just really excited. I wanted to
Oh, I
get
know.
off the water run.
No apology needed. I'm just explaining where I'm at with it, so that you know. All right. So yakety schmackety. You have to deal with Lord Maxius and his guards and all of that, but then eventually uh, you are before Lord Maxius in his upper chambers. You're not down there today because he's got other stuff going on. So I'm gonna set you guys in the lobby area of his upper floor.
Is there a secretary in here somewhere?
Um, a secretary?
I don't know, like a desk person.
There's servants, I guess I don't know exactly what you're looking for.
I see a servant and I'm like, hey, where's the bathroom?
Oh yeah, Waterran is one of the few cities that actually has some pretty decent sewer integrations, and so Lord Maxius's palace is one of the few buildings in this world where there's like troughs that you can just pee in and it like flushes out through the sewers.
Sounds good. Be right back, guys.
Yeah, there's some back there.
Tragos is so large. He's grown. He's a big man.
Oh, big man,
I'm
huh?
a big boy now.
All right. So, as Arn is off pissing, you guys are standing there waiting, and soon Lord Maxius sends a servant to tell you to come and enter his little chamber off to the right here with the fireplace and all the like couches and shit. Yeah, exactly.
Tusky fits in there.
No, I'm just fucking around.
Tusky's just walking around a palace on the second floor like nothing.
Yeah, yeah, I was just fucking around. But so as you guys enter his little den, or I don't know. I don't know what you'd call it. Den, I guess, yeah. As you enter his little den there, um you see Lord Maxius standing facing the fireplace with his back towards you, and he is wearing a long red overcoat with a pair of leather boots that come up to the thigh, and a hat that is like either intentionally or unintentionally very crown like.
Was he wearing this before we left, or is this a new item in his collection?
This is new.
Oof. All right, Dragos, you do your thing.
Lord Maxius, it is our great pleasure to be here speaking with you to give you an update on our interaction with the hated rebels.
Those fucking traitors. No, he doesn't say fucking. He's too proper for that.
We were able to discover their location, infiltrate their group, and help drive them far to the north, well outside of your territory. We've also seen their numbers fall by almost half.
Yes, I heard word that they had engaged one of my units and that they had escaped alive.
A meagering group slipped through your clutches and escaped north, but not a large number. Most of their best fighters definitely were dead.
And how do you know this?
As I said, we'd infiltrated their camp and were working to sow disinformation and to breed breed dissent against the leadership when your group attacked. I would say that our aid in demoralizing their ranks helped your troops gain greater success when they made their attack.
Ah, my
Only we
troops
had known
were
about
wiped out.
what's that?
My troops were wiped out.
They attacked superior numbers. It could have been much worse. They could have been repelled at the wall.
And yet, my report told me that they were few in number when I received initial reports. It seems that these traitorous rebels, have tricks up their sleeve.
Well, that is something. That is actually why we came back here with great haste. As part of our infiltration, we became aware of a plot against you from inside the city. We believe that the rebels have assets working inside the city and possibly within the palace itself. With your permission, we would like to continue to hunt for them. We have a few leads we need to work, but it has to be done quietly and without a lot of attention.
I see.
This is pretty shocking for him to hear.
Well, perhaps you would like to accompany me. And he starts to walk down his stairs to a subfloor.
Does he have a token?
I'm looking for
Where's
it.
he going? Where's he going?
I'm looking for it, but I can't find the one that I had used before. So I apologize that there's no token on the map as of yet. I just hate to change the token, I'd like to use the same picture for him, but like for whatever reason it's not where I expect it to be. And I'm looking around at some other places, like each less likely than the one before, and it's like, okay, where the hell is he? But anyway, so do you guys follow him?
I suppose we don't have much of a choice.
Of course you have a choice.
Well, I'm looking around. Is there a laboratory? Some kind of place I can relieve myself?
Yeah, there's a trough over by Arn where you
Arn's in
can
the
where you can just pee.
Oh, he's way back in the entrance still.
I'm in the bathroom.
Yeah, he's been in the bathroom this whole time.
Yeah, I'll slowly go that way. I also have to use the bathroom. I'm gonna keep
Let's
my
get
eyes out though
high.
for anybody in the house, servants,
I
anyone.
was actually waiting for a moment to play kind of like a dumb tourist and walk around the palace looking for Lady Belladonna, just kind of walking around. If any guard sees me, I'm kind of just like looking at a vase or like looking at a painting or something, just kind of spying.
Oh well, crap! I kind of ruined that for you. You beat me to it. I'm gonna go back in then.
Yeah,
Okay,
maybe
I'll
maybe
hold
it'll
it.
help Dragos.
I'll hold it. I'll hold it.
Let's
I'm,
head
I'm just gonna
downstairs.
I'm just walking around playing stupid. Like I don't look very like I don't want to say like intelligent. I mean I'm not stupid, but I don't look like the brains of the party. So I'm using that to my advantage. Just walking around.
Yeah. So, as you guys follow Maxius, he takes you down uh, into a sub basement, and he has some prisoners chained up. And he says, "These are the families of some of those traitorous rebels. They have told me many interesting things. They told me that there are many more rebels waiting to join our friends here. And he hisses as he says friends. And that if they are allowed to regroup, that they have a small army here at my very doors. And he takes a clay jug of water and smashes it against the wall.
Let us help you root out this corruption, and so that you can be ready for when they come. If we can find the leak, the source, we can feed them disinformation and make sure you're in a position to smash these traitorous scumbags when they attack.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
But capturing people like this, it's too much attention. We need to work quietly and in the shadows so that they won't know that we know that we're onto them.
No, fuck that. We definitely have to kill their families, that's for sure.
Wait until we've actually rooted them out before, like, let us use them first, and then once the trap is sprung and all hope is lost, then crush them completely. But to do it now only gives away our position. We need to be ready to work and use these people as the tools they are. They're fools, they're idiots. We can easily manipulate them and make them our puppets.
Yeah, pass.
Can I throw persuasion at him?
You can, but I'm gonna warn you right now that, like, he has a very set plan.
All right.
Ask him to divulge his plan.
What is your plan, sir, Lord?
To rule the world. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want the world. I just want your half.
I do have a question though. There's something I've been wondering. Many of these rebels are farmers and workers that have been disgruntled and turned traitor. The problem is their fields are sitting out there, their farms are sitting out there, and those crops could be feeding your men. So killing them all will solve the problem, but do you have a plan of regrowing the crops and planting the seeds so that
Do
you
I
continue?
look like a farmer to you? I will have the
So
peasants move onto the land and grow my crops for me.
who tends to those lands, these rebel lands they're that they've dashed aside to join with the rebellion? Who's
Well,
in charge of the farmlands and the crops by
I
you?
I I am, but until they're safe, you know, then, like, there's all I can do is just, like, be like, hey, stop messing with my land, and then they don't, and so then I have to do something about it.
And I appreciate that you have to show these people strength and keep them in line. The common folk can't be trusted to rule themselves. You have to give them a strong hand. But until we root out this corruption, if you crush the vice down, you only drive more people to their cause. We need to let us relax them a little bit, let people feel safe a little bit, come back to the city and where we can set our trap and capture them all at once. We can't, if you keep putting the vices to them, they will always just slide farther out. Trust us and give us a chance to root out this corruption that's festering inside the city.
He calls in a guard and says, let's find out what this one has to say. Oh, Logan, did you have something to say?
And go to the farm.
Oh, other than asking about that, I was just curious. But I was thinking though, We can. It seems like such a waste to let the land go to waste when we could put the farmers back in their place and have people eating again.
Yeah, I think we need to think about this as like the long game and not just like the here and now. We might lose some farmers right now, but I mean it's you're gonna have to break a few eggs.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know
don't.
a better way. I don't know a better way to say it, but I mean I don't think that we're gonna be able to stop all casualty in this upcoming war.
Yeah, and some farmers die, and then I put farmers who are loyal to me on those lands. Peasants are infinitely replaceable.
Yeah, well, let's not worry about the minutia of this. Let's focus on ending this fighting, so you can focus on the war effort in New Eglia.
Ah, you know about that, huh?
Of course, we want to see you have great success in that fight.
Hmm. Yes, quite the chaotic situation going on there. Uh, Dragos, I want you to roll a history check. You
You're
seem to remember when you were very young, growing up in your father's court. Lord Maxius used to come to your father's villa every year, and now you finally recognize his face. He hasn't come since you were 5, 6 years old. That's why it took you so long. But you recognize him as the same man who used to come to your family's villa for all your childhood.
So I recognize that he used to be friendly with my father.
Correct.
used to be or still is. I guess we don't know.
He's backing New Eglia against.
It had just occurred to me that in the rest he might identify her, Dragos, but I didn't. I couldn't say anything because he would have overheard her.
Yeah. He's sending troops to attack New Eglia, right? So I mean,
He's backing New Eglia against Carpathia.
yeah, against Carpathia. So maybe your father, him and your father had a falling out. I guess.
Uh, I'm going to hold on to that for now.
Do we want to see what happens over here?
We can.
I
It's
went
up
the
to you
roundabout
guys.
way, guys.
So,
Guys,
Maxius, you just intend
guys,
to you
it
intend to
wasn't
just
even.
smash these
Go
things?
ahead.
He just intends to smash them, correct? That's the plan. To send his forces in to crush whatever's left.
Yeah, he's not. I don't think he's open to negotiating with the the what does he call them? The bastards,
Traitorous
the
rebels.
traitors.
I'm not trying to get him to negotiate. I'm just trying to get him to ease off and give us time to work against him. But
What do you guys is me talking to Lady Belladonna right now not a good idea? I can
maybe
try to get some ideas around to her. I played my card right. I went away
No,
to
I
the
mean, hey,
bathroom.
if you run into her, it's worth it. If you get caught, just play the big dumb brute.
I know.
It'll
I'm
work.
ready to talk to her. I've been trying. We've been trying to speak to her for like 3 weeks. I don't trust me. I'm not like here to ruin the plan for us. So I think this might be a good idea.
go for it.
All right. Want a scene switch? Meanwhile,
Yeah, so you're over in an area where there are no guards, but you instantly, upon entering this room, you can see beads hanging in the doorway. You can smell the thick scent of incense. Lord
groovy.
Maxius may not be from this area, but he has adopted many of the Alquidemese and Border Kingdom ways. This is his harem room. There are women in various stages of dress lying on all of the beds, smoking from large hookahs, and when they see you enter, it's like a herd of deer with a car coming straight at them. They all turn and look.
Oh, you're not the ladies I were looking for. I'm sorry. And I kind of just back out.
A man! And they start to like walk towards you.
Okay, settle down, settle down. I don't just I'm just a visitor, and I try to leave.
Oh no, you have to come in and talk to us.
I don't see Lady Belladonna in the harem, right? She's not a part of this.
Roll for perception.
All right, perception. I have inspiration. Wait. Oh wait, that didn't go on the thing. I could roll again. It was like a 9.
Oh yeah, and then also when you want to use your inspiration, just click advantage and then use it. You have to declare it beforehand. All right, so yeah, you don't see her.
No, wait. I was muted. I said I didn't mean to roll that. Can I use the inspiration?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get used to this push attack.
Yeah. Just in the future, remember that you have to declare you're using your inspiration before you roll.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I said that, but I wasn't push to talk, and
Yeah.
and then I'm sorry.
It's okay. Don't be sorry. We're not in a
Okay.
court of law here. I'm just making
we
it
go.
clear that like rather than retroactively using it, you know.
No, I agree with you. It's just this. I'm sorry. This
It's
push
okay.
talk.
Stop saying you're sorry.
There you go.
So-
Logan had been the one to sneak off. This would be a whole different scene right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I know. That's why it snuck off.
so you do see Lady Belladonna like at the back of the chamber, but there's at least 15 women like coming up to you right now.
And I just kind of like push right past them as soon as I see her. They're like walking up to me, and I just kind of like push right past, and I walk up to
Oh
Lady
no.
Belladonna.
Oh no. You try to push past them. Go ahead and roll strength.
Oh, strength against some little woman. I mean,
15 women.
ladies, you are very beautiful, but I only have one lady in my sight right now.
That's pretty sexist, man. They could be very strong for all you know.
Not stronger than Arn, that's for sure. They dropped a 1? Oh my god.
You knock one of them to the ground and she starts to cry.
I don't do that. I pick her up and I say, I'm sorry, and I walk past her.
They stop you and start pulling on you and trying to unbuckle and undo the pins on your armor.
Stop. My lady, please. I need to speak with you.
She
I yell over to
she hides her face and sends a couple more women to like start. They're all just like trying to take your armor off, and one of them just takes her top and like exposes her breasts.
Lady Belladonna, please, I have information. I know that you're working. Oh wait, I shouldn't say that out loud, should I? I just say, Lady Belladonna, I have information. You really want to hear it.
The woman, the topless woman, tries to push you down onto the bed thing there.
Why is Lady Belladonna? Is she just not even looking at me? She's looking at the fireplace and not even turning around.
Not the fireplace. The fireplace is in the upper right of this room. She's just like trying to hide off, behind all the women.
Is she
Cocaine's
hiding?
a hell of a drug.
Is she hiding from me, or like I just kind of want to? I don't understand what's going on.
You get the distinct impression that she is not trying to be seen.
Hmm. Is she
The
dressed
woman,
up in the same clothes as the other ladies?
no.
Oh, okay.
The woman attempts to push you down.
I have to roll a strength check now.
Yeah. All right.
I'm kind of just putting one hand on her forehead. She can't even touch me.
Yeah, well, she's very strong, but like you're just a little stronger. But she then takes your hand and puts it on her breasts.
I don't want this.
I'm sorry, but they're trying to distract you.
You gotta be mean.
No. Arndt says that. I don't want this.
Yeah, oh, that's in character, yeah. Yeah, I was letting you know as a player, like in no way, shape, or form is this going like too far, but like
No. It's okay.
I have
This
to
is cool.
describe like every effort that they're making to distract you to make it clear that they are literally going to every length to keep you away from Lady Belladonna.
Can I try to use my ability, my conquering presence, to scare the woman away from me so that I can
Yeah,
just go
absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do that. They have to roll. Let me find my thing here.
Way to overkill it, man.
Yeah. Enough! I had enough of your whorish ways, harlots.
Can I cast Cloud of Daggers on them? I mean, just get them out of my way a little.
Be gone, thought.
Okay, so they have to make a DC 14 Wisdom save, or else they walk away from me.
No means no.
Nice.
Yeah, so you bellow something.
I just say stop really loud.
Yeah, and everybody like backs away from you a step. They part, and Lady Belladonna stands up and drops her veil and says, "What is it that you want, intruder? I could call the guards and they would have you strung up from a gibbet by nightfall."
I start unbuckling my sword and take off my greatsword from the back, and I just put them on the floor here.
She
And
slaps you straight across the face. How dare you!
and I go in front of her and I say, "Listen," and I go on one knee, and then I take off the helmet, and I sorry, my push to talk button is freaking acting up. I get on one knee and I look up to her and I say, "Please, my lady, I apologize. I am now aware of what we have done to you and your plans. I am here to apologize."
Uh, she
The jewel of the ocean, I say.
she looks she looks at you and says, "I have no idea what you're talking about."
I say, "Please, yes, you do."
Roll for perception.
Perception?
Yes, sir.
Not very good. 6.
You do not notice what you do not notice.
I hope this isn't too bad. Do you guys think this is really bad?
I
You
think
forgot
she's
something
in
pretty
trouble.
crucial.
I think
Yeah,
she's in trouble.
I know. That's why I'm not trying to say too much. I just want to. I want to speak with her. Yeah, I know. I just don't know. I don't want to say too much, because I know that these.
You've got to try to get away for her to talk to you by herself.
I need to speak to you alone. Can I
She
roll like a
says, "You
persuasion
have
check?
me mistaken, sir."
Yeah, I know. I get this is out of character. I get that she's playing a part. I just don't. Is this horrible to pursue right now with all these people in the way? Should I just get out of here?
Who are the girls gonna tell anything to? You might as well just talk there.
Yeah, I know.
I don't
I
think
mean,
that he could have her in there if he suspects that she's already doing weird stuff. Then they're spying on her.
I guess that's why she. Why else would she be in here, right? She's probably pissed off that she's in here. And I go, fine. She looks at me with like a stare in her eye, like saying like you have me mistaken for the wrong woman. And then I put the helmet back on, and I grab my swords, and I wade through the puddles of women at my feet, and I walk out the room.
Yes.
And then
And then what? You cut off.
oh, sorry, this push to talk is hard to use sometimes. I look back at her, and then I nod to her, and then I walk away. But nothing too like crazy. I just like kind of give her a small nod that I understand her. All right, and I walk away. I'm gonna try to meet up with the rest of the party.
Yeah, so you find them as they're just coming up, and now we cut back to you guys watch as the torturer comes over to the prisoner, and he takes her toenail and using a hot knife removes it. And he says, "Where are your rebel friends?" And she
Oh wow, I think we need a safe word for this party now.
and she screams in pain.
Oof.
And then, like, he
I
continues
don't know what to do, Electro.
He
This is
continues
not
torturing
fun.
her.
I mean, I can't really do anything right now. I'm sorry.
So you guys watch for a while, unless you say otherwise.
Nope, we're gonna let it go.
Yeah, it's.
And
I walk in and I see Maxius's crown for the first time, and I go, "Ooh, now I see where this is going." And then I just kind of like sit back and watch.
yeah, so as the torture continues, eventually she gives up a name of someone here in the castle, in the palace.
What name does she give out?
Some servant like Hildegard or some shit.
Oh, okay. Then what happens?
Sir, Lord, I appreciate that you're trying to protect your kingdom and maintain your rule, but you have to know that that name isn't a viable. Like, let us track down real leads. What she gave you is a name, and it might be somebody, or it might just be something she said to end the torture.
Ah, but how did she know the name of one of the servants here?
It wouldn't be that hard. She might have just guessed. It might be a common name.
Hildegard?
It's pretty common from where I'm from.
You're a great lord of great renown, known throughout the kingdoms, but give us a chance to help you. This isn't going to lead to the success you're hoping for.
Let's go ask Hildegard and see how successful we are. And then, Arn, this is where you come in.
Hey, I go, "Hey guys, what's up? Just came back from the latrine." So what's going on? What I asked Dragos, kind of whispering. So what are we doing now?
Who else is around us right now? Is there any guards, any servants? Us and him?
Yeah, he is in the little dungeon area of the palace, and he has a few guards on duty, and he has sent two of them to go bring Hildegard.
I say, who's Hildegard?
Lord, the Lord is tracking down his own leads right now.
Did this go south a little bit?
I just give him like a little shrug. Like,
All right, well, let's keep going.
All right,
I'm
so
gonna look over. I'm gonna look over at Arn and then slowly like pull my poncho back so that my artificial arm is showing and it's flexing, and just kind of look at him like he knows by now that we've traveled enough that I want to find something.
Patience, man. I go, all right, we're real quick, out of character. Would I notice that, and then notice that Logan is going to make a bad mistake? Would I notice that?
Well, if he was intentionally trying to show it to you, like I don't make you have to roll for stuff like that. If you guys as PCs agree
Yeah,
that
I'm asking Richard. What do I know from being with Logan? Is he's really
Well,
kind
they're
of
not really looking at us, but I try to get your attention, and I just like dramatically slide back like a gunslinger, except I just have the arm. Just
okay?
throw back the poncho, and you see me squint my eyes and look
I,
at the
I
Lord
give
Max.
you a look, like Drago sees it too, is like, no, like open hand down, calm.
Yeah. That's what I would do. Just kind of like be like, calm down with my hands. Just like chill out.
look at Silent
It's
There's
Bob,
no,
see if he thinks it's a good idea.
yeah.
I know how you
Let me
feel.
see if I can pick up the toenail then before I leave the room.
Ew. You could try, I guess. I don't
Okay,
know.
stash it away in a pouch.
That's gross, but okay.
Yeah, it's a little bloody, but
Yeah, I have an extra pouch. I'll put it in there and keep it on my belt.
You put in a little Ziploc.
you never know when you're gonna need a spare toenail. So
Yeah, I'm gonna.
In case the shark eats his toes off, he has a toenail.
yeah. So yeah. After a little while, Hildegard is brought downstairs. She looks extremely afraid.
So are we in a dungeon? It's just kind of hard to
Yeah, like not a dungeon, like it's not like a huge scale dungeon like for a castle. It's just more like a private dungeon for just today's busy lord on the go sometimes just needs to torture like just a few people.
okay. So we're already in like a bad room. The vibes are really off. Arn just walked in after he found you, like searched for you guys for a little
Yeah,
bit.
this is like his creepy basement.
I'm like,
It's not
oh
a full-on
no.
dungeon.
I realize what's going on, and I'm like looking around, and this lady is being dragged down to the dungeon. I'm like, this is terrifying. And Arn is really thinking about what he should do right now. That's about it.
Yeah, there's another two women and a child also like chained up against the wall.
My
Yeah.
my paladinness might break out here.
Lord, if you don't mind, may I speak to her first?
What? You can roll for persuasion, but just know that that's going to be a hell of an ask.
Even if he fails, at least he tried, right?
Hey, I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with fucking trying. Do you have inspiration at all, Dragos? Yeah, you do. You might want to spend that. This is an important one. Not that I'm telling you what to do, just, friendly advice.
So I can roll with advantage. I'll use the inspiration.
Yep. Just because, like, sometimes you guys forget to use it.
And I've remembered to use it this time.
Your roll
25
fell
is pretty
off.
good.
It's a 25.
Yeah, so, he says, well, we ain't leaving the room, but go ahead and ask her whatever questions you want.
I mean, what else could we ask for? I mean, that's pretty good, I guess.
Hi, Hilda. I know this is a very scary moment. How long have you been in the service of the Lord, or in service of our Lord here?
I was Lady Belladonna's playmate and personal assistant servant ever since we were 4 years old.
And do you know the woman here? And I point to the woman who named her.
You roll for insight. No, I've never seen her before in my life, she says, though her eyes had widened right as she saw her, indicating that she had definitely seen her.
Out of character, could this lady have been one of the messengers?
Yeah, I think that's pretty obvious.
You know.
So,
Try to get her out of this.
yeah, I'm working on that.
Uh,
Unfortunately, she's named you as one of the rebels. Do you have anything to say to that charge?
She's lying, my lord.
Of course she is. We know that. Why would she think you're part of their efforts?
To save her own skin.
And you've never met her before, though. You don't know her. How do you think she came up with your name?
I swear I don't know, my lord.
You ever run errands for the Lady Belladonna?
I do everything and anything that the lady asks.
Have you ever interacted with this woman as in your capacity as working for the lady, such as buying wares from her or talking to her in town?
Oh, I do so many tasks for the lady. That must be it.
So, reasonably, she could have just named you and not actually have know anything about you at all.
That, yes, I swear it.
Now, let's just assume she's lying. Let's say that, or she's telling the truth
She
and
is
you are.
lying.
Let's assume she's telling the truth. What name would you give us? Could you just name somebody? Could you make up any name you wanted?
Josephine.
Exactly. And do you know a Josephine?
Uh, it was one of the servants who was here years ago.
So we would then go hunt down Josephine for no good to find out what she knew. Would that net us anything? Would we get any closer to rooting out these horrible rebels?
Enough of this. Guards, let's find out what Hildegard knows.
Okay, I'm gonna whisper to Arn. Um, they're gonna give up lady, and we're gonna have to watch him kill his wife now. That's where this is going. I think
I
we
really
have to
don't.
do something.
I really don't think so. I think some of these, uh, like ladies in the king castle here are actually like really down for Lady Belladonna. I think some of them are like actual like what is it what they call it? Like double agents. Like I feel like they're working like they really do trust her. Some of these people.
Hmm.
Who knows though? I
Yeah, but
mean,
he's gonna
I don't
kill
know.
her. He's gonna keep killing. He's gonna kill
Listen,
this one and the other one.
I whisper. I sidle over to Logan so we can speak. Listen, if we speak up, they're gonna kill us. This is all part of the plan. We have to follow the plan. Now, unless anything gruesome or horrible is going to happen to innocent people, I think we have to keep our mouths down. But a toenail, that's little as he can do.
Okay.
Uh,
So,
and while they're talking, I'm going to say, well, here, then let me put the knife to her.
Yeah, let Dragos do his thing. He's really good at this.
don't worry. My man here is most excellent at his job. And he says, go ahead, begin. And the man walks over to a table and selects a rather large dagger with a wavy blade, and he walks over to Hildegard and puts it up to her face. Lord Maxius says, as my friend here was asking, do you know this woman? And Hildegard says, no, no, I swear it. And he nods, and the man walks over and just slashes her throat. Blood
Well,
gushes out everywhere.
I'm gonna throw up and run from the room.
Okay. And she bleeds out on the floor, and Hildegard like tries to bluff that didn't bother her. Oh, she keeps a pretty good poker face. And he
Everybody
says,
focused on her, like focused on that.
yeah.
You cut off. I don't know if you were trying to say
No,
something.
can I step like back to the back of the room and cast Tasha's hideous laughter on her?
Yeah.
On the dying lady?
Oh god, that'd be sick. All you hear is gurgling and laughing and gurgling and laughing.
Yeah, not that. On the
No, yeah, I knew. Don't worry. I was just like trying to picture it after like, oh man, yeah. So anyway, uh, you cast Tasha's. What's the DC?
hold on. It's a wisdom saving throw.
Difficulty class?
I'm sorry. I'm looking.
Arn is staring straight into Lord Maxius's eyes through the helmet. Like I have tiny slits in the helmet, but I'm staring daggers into Lord Maxius's eyes.
Yeah. What's your modifier?
It's a +4 to charisma, and
Okay.
then
All right. So she fails and starts laughing hysterically and maniacally. Maniacal laugh. Maniacal laugh.
I step forward. The lady's had a breakdown. Now she's useless.
He says, very well. I shall continue questioning her in the morning. See to it that she is guarded very closely.
How long does Tasha's hideous laughter last for?
Minute with concentration, but that's enough. I just needed to stop that.
So
I'm
she
bolting.
they
from
drag her they
the
drag
station.
her out of the room and she's just laughing maniacally.
Yeah.
Lord, I appreciate what you're trying to do, and I understand that this is a good way to get things done. But can you give us, say, 3 days to try and root this out um, before you return to this method?
Uh no, you can go try to root out whatever you can, but I'm going to question her in the morning. She bought herself 24 hours.
Yeah, I want to get to a place where we can all speak alone. Not, I mean, I don't want to
If I can find.
like ruin the mood in the room, but I'm just saying whenever I can, I do want to.
We were able to drive the rebels out of the region and deep into the North Country, as you asked. We were able to break up some of their numbers and sow some dissent inside their ranks. So, at the very least, we were successful on the mission you sent us on.
Yes, yes. Gerald, see that they're paid.
Ooh, Gerald.
Where's Tusky right now? Is he outside the building?
Back at the stables, I would imagine.
Yeah, he's at the stables.
Stables?
Yeah, we turned in the animals before we came in here.
He's at Aesop's stables.
Freaking living like a
let's
king there.
with Gerald, and then we're going to start as soon as we feel like we're alone outside the palace, but still on the grounds. We can talk privately.
I think we're alone now.
All right. I mean, what does Gerald give us?
Your pay.
What was the pay? Did we know before?
Wasn't it 500?
Each?
It was 500 now and 500 on completion, right? Was that it?
I mean, I'll take that. That's
I
a
don't.
good
I
price.
actually don't recall. Yeah.
So you guys got 100 each, and then now you get another 100 each.
I will gladly put that in my gold pieces.
Was that it? I'm pretty sure that was it.
We're outside the palace. Let's where we're certain we're in the garden still, but alone and safe. I'm going to set my familiar up to sort of flying and keeping an eye to make sure no one's listening to us, and we can talk if it's safe. We'll talk in private real quickly before we move on.
Yeah, you guys stroll through the gardens.
The garden. Yeah. So I while we're strolling, and I want to say, guys, I found Lady Belladonna. I know where she is.
Let's go get her. Let's get her right now.
Well,
And do
that's the issue. I tried to speak with her, and she wanted nothing to do with me. She was in a room full of women, very beautiful women, beautiful, beautiful women. Anyways, besides that, they seem to be keeping her there with the harem. I'm not sure. I don't know why she's in there. She was very upset to be in there. That's for sure.
Maybe they were protecting her from her husband.
I don't know, maybe. But they wanted me. They wanted to keep me away from her very, very bad. And she has a scowl on her face when she saw me. I didn't know how to convince her to hear me out.
it may not have been safe for her to talk there. I think it's fair to say that Lord Maxius is off his fucking nut.
Yeah, listen,
Well, that's why I think we need to get her out of there. I think we
if
need to
we
rescue her.
go, yeah, yeah, if we go through another torture session like this, I don't know if I can sit there and watch him do this to tons of people, Dragos. I don't. I'm not cut out for this insurgent work like you're trying to do.
I appreciate that you're weak, and I will take into consideration.
I will
Yeah,
adjust your pay accordingly.
Appreciate that I have a heart, maybe.
it's just a commoner. It's really not worth it. But that's not the point. The problem is, what do we do? I mean, we can go back tomorrow. We can try and free the girl, but I think that just puts us in harm's way. We can go back in and say we found something and kill him, but that puts the whole cat. Like we have to talk to Lady Belladonna somehow tonight. Um, do you know which side of the building it was on? Where was she staying? Like what side of the building is where we are now?
I would know. I was walking around looking outside of windows and stuff. I'm sure I could point out which room she was in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I point to the harem room. There's like a few windows, and I say right there in that steamy, smoky room. I
So
would have meant to go back in there on a better day, but today's just not the day.
I'm looking for like the nearest exit or gate or space that leads there to that part of the palace. I want to set up somewhere where you can keep an eye out to see if Lady Belladonna or anybody who looks like they might be working for her leaves in the next little bit. Like we need to get her alone. The only way to do that is if she leaves the palace today.
Let's just eat some rations on the grounds and kind of hang out here, yeah, in the garden.
We'll walk the grounds a little bit and actually what we should
Just like
let's order
pretend
some
we're having lunch.
drinks. Let's order some wine from the staff here. We're in the Lord's pay. It's not unreasonable for him to treat us to lunch. So I'm going to ask the staff to provide us some food.
Oh yeah.
So we're going to set up a little picnic out here and keep an eye on that window and that side of the building.
In fact, you guys are welcome to stay in the guest house.
And there's staff around. There's just a housemaster or
Yeah, there's all kinds of staff around. There's cleaning servants and cooking servants and animal tending servants and groundskeeper Willie servants.
okay. I'm gonna look for somebody that looks like a bookkeeper. Someone who serves the Lord as his paperwork manager.
Yeah, you don't really see anyone like that.
A clerk, I guess, maybe a clerk.
Yeah,
or,
yeah.
or even the head of the household who tells the
he definitely has his own Pascha, but
major domo.
Yeah,
Some guy who owns the house.
no, Pasca from Rome. He definitely has one, but he's not around.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Yeah,
so I'm going to
that-
tell everybody that also that the Lord Maxius used to visit my family when I was a child. I remember him coming almost every year. I don't know what stopped it though. I don't remember if there was a falling out or something specific. I don't know what could have caused it. Can I try and re-roll the history on that to see if I can come up with anything?
Mm-hmm. So you do remember one thing. He and your father, part of the reason why you guys fell out of grace was because your father had tried to raise an army, and with Lord Maxius's financial backing, you guys had actually assembled a rather large force, but uh, it kind of fell apart right as you marshaled everybody. There was a combination of events that were not your father's fault, but essentially he like became the butt of a joke of like, how many Carpathians does it take to, have an army fall apart? Just one, your dumbass dad, and like stuff like that.
What were they raising the army for before it fell apart?
It was rumored, though never proven, that they were going to seize a large chunk of the neighboring province from a rival lord.
In the border kingdoms?
No, in Carpathia. Like, even though Carpathia has an overall king, like, there is still, like, disputes between individual, like, provinces.
Old politics.
So it's
All right.
not quite like the border kingdoms where, like, it's a free for all, but, like, certainly if Moldania wants to go fuck up Bologna, like, that's what's happening.
I think it's pronounced baloney.
Yeah, and they really like their bucket.
All right, so I guess it's time for us to go and find a nice inn where we can decompress.
we're
We have
gonna-
a house.
What are we gonna do?
I have an idea. We're gonna let's have picnic here. I'm gonna have my familiar go invisible because it's an imp and sneak into the harem area and eavesdrop on what's going on in there.
They're just freaking having lady fun in there. You know what I mean? That's all they're doing.
No, I want to see if there's a conversation or anything.
So before you get to
No,
the
it's probably
harem,
like, guys, it's gross and you don't want to
you
hear it. You're gonna
you
regret it.
see one of the harem misses, the are they all just mistresses? Is that what they're called? Concubines. You see one of the concubines speaking to a guard, and she slips him a note.
A Mickey?
A note.
I know the note says, "Oh, I wish that big man could have stayed a little bit longer."
Yeah, it says get his name and number.
Pass this
I'll
note
have
to
the
him for me.
I'll have
Arn
the
can't
imp
read,
follow
can he?
the guard then.
What's that?
I'll have the imp follow the guard invisible.
The guard goes and brings the note to Lord Maxius.
Can the imp ever read the note when the Lord reads it? Can it read it over its shoulder?
You can only make out one word. Belladonna.
Well, you fucked her. Good job, Arn.
Do we know this? Do you tell us?
Hey! Fuck you guys, all right? I'm the only one that ever did something.
um, I can't make out. I can't see anything else in the note.
That's the only word you were able to make out.
You can see like right away, right, that you see the word belladonna. Like you can say that to us as soon as you see the word.
Yeah.
Okay, so you tell us belladonna.
Okay, let's go. We're going to get her out.
Well, I'm going to send the imp back to the room to see. I can't have the imp speak to her or anything like that, right?
No.
Yeah, I'm going back. Let's go get her.
Yeah,
going.
but I mean, let's be honest. Is Lady Belladonna really the answer to the problem here? Like, do we need her in order to win? Like, are we? I think we're past this whole like get Lady Belladonna to rule Waterrand because this guy has gone wacko. He's not gonna
Well,
listen to her anyway.
if we have her in our pocket where she'll step up and take control, then we're safe from the guards and whatnot after the Lord is dead. If potentially, if it's a
I'm already
free
going
for
for the door, though.
what's that?
I'm already moving. Like Logan's up and going.
No, I mean, well, just hold on one second. We're all going, but we just got to talk for one sec. Do we go to her or do we go to him?
Getting her out of here. Once we have
What?
it safe, we'll decide.
Wait. Dragos has a point. Do we go to her? Or do we go to him in order to distract him for one of us to get Belladonna out of here quietly, or a few of us to get her out of here quietly?
One of us could try to distract people to make it like a ruse.
So here's the thought though. So we go in, we get her out, and we take her out. That means the Lord sends all of his troops, everybody he has after us. If we go and kill him, maybe we like either she takes control or everything descends into chaos, and maybe we just try and escape in that.
Yeah, or where we can put his troops on a wild goose chase, come back, kill him, and then there's a void in power. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to like do just be runaways for like 40
Yeah,
seconds.
I'm of the opinion that we have to taking her out and like letting her go only gets like it just brings down way too much heat on us too fast. He's got, flying divisions, mounted divisions. We need somebody else in charge, or we need chaos. Chaos is fine too.
If he finds out that Belladonna is a traitor, though, he's just gonna kill her. Like he's not gonna think twice. I feel.
He's gonna torture her too. I mean,
He's on his way to get her. It's literally a matter of minutes.
Yeah.
He's going to know.
This conversation is happening in 6 seconds. It's a round.
Oh yeah. Don't worry. I'm not that kind of DM where it's like, oh no, you guys took too long talking. I'm allowing you guys to formulate a solid plan of action, and then that's what will be executed. Or Lady Belladonna, something's getting executed.
So maybe we should vote on it because I feel like what's happening is all of us want to do something different. I think we have to come together more as a party and really decide on what is going to like be the plan because that is what's going to make us stronger. I think we need to work together a little bit more. I mean, Dragos needs to settle down a little bit. Logan needs to loosen up. I need to get off my high horse. Electo needs to, take a deep breath and listen to us. Say's pretty cute. I don't know. We need to become better as a party.
Can't let that woman die. He's going to kill her.
I agree. I don't see why anybody should be dying.
I agree with that too.
That one
I,
chick
I
with
think
the
we're all on the same page about that.
the one chick with the slit throat sure did die though.
Yeah, which,
but I'm
which,
of the
which is why
opinion
I
that
got pissed off.
the best way to save her is to kill the Lord.
Let's just fucking kill him right now. Then what's stopping us?
All right, go kill him. I'll keep Lady Belladonna safe.
Are we
Get rid-
doing this?
How do we get her out? If we're trying to get her out, we have to get her out without being seen. How do we
I'll
do
get
that?
her out. Don't worry. I'll save her.
We
Can I
always have the
declare
art
that-
of distraction if we need to use it. I'm a good performer. I can use distraction skills.
Yeah, just split. I don't know. We have to do something.
Maybe Say and Logan should go with Lady Belladonna, and then the three of us can attack
Infiltrate Maxius,
the Lord. Yeah.
and they can try to sneak out.
Yeah.
Sneak out with Lady Belladonna, right?
Yeah, sneak out with her, and then we kill Maxius, and then it becomes like a really big issue here in the town. In the town, because I mean, wouldn't a general just rise up and be like, "I guess I'm the new leader" or whatever? If
Something's gonna
All of the
happen.
All
Same
I'm
mean,
gonna say is sit the fuck down.
I mean, but it also depends on like, you guys are kind of putting the cart before the horse. I mean, you gotta face everything and see what happens before you can see what happens after that.
yeah,
Fair enough. Let's try and get to her, and we'll see where we're like. Let's try and get to her. We'll see what the situation is, and if he's there, we deal with that. If we can get her out without being seen, we'll do that. But let's just try and get to her first now.
yeah, okay, fine. As a group, let's all go to the harem place. That's what we're gonna do. DM.
All right. Well then, the heroes have decided that Lady Belladonna's safety is of the utmost importance, and so they immediately head to the harem to confront the concubines and lead Lady Belladonna to safety. And so, will the heroes be successful, or has Lord Maxius already seized Lady Belladonna? Will they manage to get her to safety, or is there no way out of the palace of Lord Maxius? We will find out next week on Dragons of Starfall. I want to thank you guys for playing. I want to thank anyone who's watching. And as always, everyone, good gaming.